Sup? This is Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. This episode I want to talk about how why the COVID-19 is the mark of the beast 666 prophesied in Revelation chapter 13. Okay. But before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. I'm already 49, you know. In, I don't know, 8 or 9 months I'll be 50, right? I still sound pretty good. I still look pretty good, right? I've been doing this for quite a while. I mean, you know, almost like at least once a week I, you know, talk in front of the camera. So you guys know me. But anyway, if you want to you want to stay healthy in this coronavirus era, you know, go to livemuchlonger.com, okay? Link is at bottom of this video, livemuchlonger.com. Buy a pair of these rings. Anyway, as proven, today WHO, the World Health Organization, has announced that coronavirus will stay for a long time. Today is April 12th, 2020. Coronavirus will stay for a long time. Okay, it's probably here to stay until we have a vaccine. That's what they said. All right. So this is very important. This has proven that this stuff is mark of the beast 666. Okay, because in my other video, I think I'm going to give a link at the bottom of this video so you can click and then see my other video. I introduce Revelation chapter 13, talking about mark of the beast 666. In that video, I made that video like 2 weeks ago. I said something's going to happen in April, which proves that this coronavirus thing is mark of the beast 666. The reason is because the mark of the beast 666 is the number of a man. It's also a number of the beast, okay, and the 666. Actually, it's very obvious. 666 is 6 times 6 equals 36, plus 6 equals 42. 42 is 42 months, you know, which is 3 years and a half, you know. Daniel chapter 9 has talked about it. Daniel chapter 9 talking about a guy who will last 7 years. He will promise peace to many for 7 years. And in the middle of the 7 year, shit is going to happen, you know. In the middle of 7 years, 3 years and a half, which is 42 months, right? In Revelation, in the beginning of the chapters, talk about the beast will blaspheme for 42 months. And then they talk about the mark of the beast. You cannot buy or sell unless you have a mark on your right hand or on your forehead. You know, if you look at Europe, China, or Italy, if you want to travel, right, you have to show your iPhone, you have to show people paperwork. In France, if you want to go to work, when you go to the bus station, when you take a train or something, you have to show them paperwork. You know, you hand them over paperwork, or you have to show them your iPhone, you know, to show them the mark that you're green or you're red, whatever, you know. And then the police also check your temperature, right? They take, what do you call that thing? It's a thermometer? Yeah, electric thermometer. They check your temperature. See, that's a mark right there. It's a mark on your forehead and also a mark on your right hand. You know, usually most people, they're right-handed, right? See, when I handle my phone, I always use my right hand. You know, I show them flip open my phone and show them my mark, you know. You don't show them the mark, you cannot buy or sell, which means you can't go to work, you cannot go shopping, you can't do anything. And then now they say, oh, we need a vaccine, you know. 666, again, it's 6 times 6, which is 36, and then plus 6, which is 42, which is 42 months, which is 3 years and a half, okay. 3 years and a half. See, 3 years, okay, and a half. 3 years is 6 times 6, am I right? 6 times 6 is 36 months. 3 years and a half plus a half, which is another 6, you know, it's 42 months. And Donald Trump became president in elected president in November, right? November 9th, 2016. You know, so November you count that as 1 month, December as 1 month, and then you count. Right now it's 2020 April. Okay, from November 2016 until April of 2020. That's exactly 42 months. Am I right? And then today, the WHO, World Health Organization, announced this is coronavirus is here to stay, and until we find the vaccine. See? And so what I'm saying is Donald Trump is president from November of 2016 until today, April of 2020. That's exactly 42 months. Am I right? So this 666 is talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is in the middle of the 7, right? Donald Trump, based on the Bible prophecy, Donald Trump will last 7 years. In the middle of the 7, some shit is going to happen, right? And yeah, today, World Health Organization announced this thing is going to stay unless we have a vaccine. Okay? Before today, you know, everybody's hopeful that this thing is going to miraculously go away, like the Spanish flu. I tell you why this is not going to go away. The reason is because, you know, right now in Ecuador, right? If you watch videos about Ecuador, wow, man, fucking people, you know, I mean, Ecuador is very hot, okay? Right now, Ecuador, the temperature in Ecuador is around like 80 degrees, you know, 80 or 85. That's very hot. That's in San Francisco. That's very hot. We only have that in summer, and then very rare in San Francisco. That's very rare to reach 80 some degree. That's considered very hot for Americans, you know. But in Ecuador, wow, you watch videos of Ecuador, lots of people dying on the street, man. So many people die, they don't even, it's like funerals, they don't even want to pick up the bodies. So a lot of people, they just put bodies in plastic bags, and it's all over the street. In Ecuador, it's all over the street, man. And then people, I watch this video, somebody drove through the cemetery, right? And then it's body everywhere, man. People just put dead relatives on the road, you know, in the cemetery. They're everywhere. I saw like at least 1,000 bodies inside the cemetery. They're all in body bags, or in cardboard coffins, or in coffins and shit. They drove through a cemetery. There's like at least 1,000 body over there, man. Nobody burying them right now. And then Ecuador is very hot, you know. It's 80 some degrees. So this virus, it doesn't have a weather. It doesn't have a season, you know. It kills people anytime. So I don't see how they can produce a vaccine for something that does not have a season. See, flu vaccine, right? Because H1N1 flu, okay, any kind of flu, they usually come during the winter, you know, like after autumn, right, and in winter. Because usually flu virus, right, they die when the temperature reaches around 80 degrees, right, they die, you know. So if you're like in a tropical area, you don't get a flu, because flu virus, they die in hot weather. This virus is not afraid of hot weather. It's not. In fact, I believe they actually kill more people in hot weather. You know, because if you look at Ecuador, man, it kills so many people in Ecuador, man. People drop dead like flies, man. This virus probably kill more people in the summer. We don't know yet. We'll find out, you know. So I don't see how you can produce a vaccine for this virus. Even if they can produce it. See, the vaccine, they don't last very long. Usually the vaccine, they last like the 3 months tops, you know. Like Nurse and Jackie was a vaccine. The vaccine is good for 3 months tops, you know. So usually back in the days we have, you know, flu vaccine. And if you're older folks, if you're not a healthy person, you are recommended for a vaccine. So you go to the hospital, they inject you, usually around like after summer, usually you get a flu shot in around like August or September, and then hope for the best, and then hope that you don't catch a flu after the flu shot, right? Because flu shot is not 100% foolproof. Sometimes you get a flu shot, you still get the flu, you still catch a flu, but the flu, because you got a flu shot, you still catch a flu, but the flu might not be as bad. Flu vaccine is not foolproof. It doesn't mean that once you got a vaccine you won't catch a flu ever again. No, sometimes if you're unlucky, you still catch a flu because there's another strain. The flu vaccine you got is for strain A, but then you catch a flu that's from strain B, then you still catch a flu. So this thing, I don't know how they can produce a vaccine. Because, this thing is not afraid of hot weather, so you could catch coronavirus, in all year round. So what you gonna do? Get a vaccine like once every 3 months? What the fuck, man? You get a vaccine in the spring and summer, once in summer and then once in autumn, once in winter? Nah. And by the way, a lot of people are already saying, this is 666. This is mark of the beast, man. You cannot buy or sell. Right now we're practicing it, especially in Bay Area. We have social distancing. I hate that shit, man. The other day I lined up trying to buy some shit in a supermarket, right? I got into an argument with some guy, some asshole. He was saying I cannot bring bags in. I brought some bags, right? And then I forgot. When at the cashier's checkout, I forgot I put stuff in my bag. The guy came to me, started yelling at me, man. I had an argument with that motherfucker. And then the guy said, "Oh, you can't come into the store anymore." Man, fuck that guy. I'm still gonna go. Fuck him. But anyway, it's like it's already impacting people's lives. Yeah, it's social distancing. It's harder for me. It's harder to do everything nowadays. You cannot buy and sell. I bet you, man, later on they might have to check your temperature. Right now they do that in Korea now. In China, like you want to go into supermarket to buy something, they have to check your temperature. They have to look at you have to show them some kind of ID, some kind of your iPhone or some paperwork, whatever. It's just, now in China it's really strict. In Korea too, But anyway, no, I don't think they can come up with a vaccine. I don't think so. I really don't think so. And they'll just keep on doing this. You cannot buy or sell unless you follow their rules. It's going to be really strict. But anyway, I'll talk to you later.